Hello guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the best towers in horror tower defense. Before we get started, subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss any new videos. Currently, we don't have a lot of towers in this game, but I still decided to make this video because it can really help new players. So let's start with the first tower, the Mask. The Mask has mid damage and speed stats, but this tower has a pretty good passive skill that makes him much faster. Overall, it's a mid tower, but it can still be used. D tier. Chica. This tower has out damage, but to be honest, its speed and damage are too low. That means even AoE damage is not going to help you win a game. I'd give this E tier. Skeleton. It has low damage and attack speed, but it has a good range. However, that doesn't really help. E tier. Ghost. The Ghost Tower has a great skill that marks enemies and increases damage by 25%. While the attack speed and damage aren't the best, the skill is pretty useful. It's a D tier tower. Slasher. This tower has decent damage and attack speed. It also has a very useful skill that makes enemies receive damage and stop for 3 seconds. The skill works in the whole area, which is an added bonus. I'd rate this tower a B tier. Zombie. The best thing about this tower is the price. It only costs 250 to place, so you can place 2 of them right away. The damage and speed aren't the best, but the tower can still be used on some levels. D tier. The Ghost Woman is a great damage dealer with excellent attack speed. When enemies are marked by the Ghost Woman, they take 25% more damage. This passive skill is similar to Ghost Tower, but it doesn't have a cooldown, making the Ghost Woman Tower a very useful addition to your team. B tier. Hockey Mask is the best epic tower. It has excellent attack speed and damage. The Hockey Mask Tower is a great way to start a game, and it'll be useful throughout. On the 3rd level, the Hockey Mask gets a skill that stuns enemies when they take damage. If you're planning to use this tower, I suggest you start by placing and upgrading it to the 2nd level, then place another one further away and upgrade it to the 3rd level. This strategy will help you eliminate weaker enemies early on and neutralize stronger ones with the 2nd Hockey Mask. C tier. Golden Slasher. This is the upgraded version of the normal Slasher, which has a little more damage and attack speed. There isn't a big difference, so I'm going to give this tower a B tier, even though it's very close to an A tier. Pyramid Enforcer. This tower has a slow attack speed, but does a lot of damage for an epic tower. The main issue is that it costs 550 to place, which is a bit more than you can afford at the start of the game. You'll need to skip one wave before placing this tower. However, if you have the Haunted version, which costs 10% less to place, it can be a great starter for you. C tier. Freddy is a decent legendary tower with good damage. Its best feature is its AoE damage, which allows Freddy to attack all enemies in its area at the same time. It also has a passive skill that can stun enemies when they are attacked. This makes it a solid B tier option. The Golden Pyramid Enforcer is basically the same as the normal Pyramid Enforcer, but with slightly better damage and attack speed. This one's got a C tier. Dracula, one of the best units in horror tower defense. It has great AoE damage and good attack speed. What's more, it also has a passive skill that will heal your base health. It's a S tier unit. The Golden Freddy Tower has AoE damage and a passive skill that can stun enemies. Unlike the normal Freddy Tower, this one has much more DPS. Overall, it's a tier tower. The Burntrap Tower has low out damage, but an insane attack speed. It also has a passive skill that sets attacked mobs on fire and an active skill that sets all alive mobs on fire for 5 seconds. Overall, it's a solid S tier tower. The Golden Ghost Woman Tower has slightly better stats than the normal Ghost Woman Tower. It also has a passive skill that makes enemy units receive 25% more damage. This is a B tier tower. So, here's the current full tier list for the horror tower defense game. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.